Hey everyone, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Pammy and welcome to my channel and to my very first episode, Full Face of Vapour Beauty. But before we dive into all of this, I just wanted to quickly do a little bit of an introduction to tell you why I'm doing this, what this channel is going to be about, and what you can expect from me. Basically, on this channel, we are going to be reviewing organic, non-toxic, clean, green, natural, whatever you want to call it, makeup and skincare. I want to review products for you guys. I want to review products that are actually beneficial to your skin, that will heal your skin. I just want to be honest with you guys. If a product works, I will say it. If it doesn't, I will say that too. I am not sponsored in any way. Nobody paid me to be here. Nobody paid me to try out these products. I purchased them with my own money. Just take this also with a grain of salt because my opinion is still only my opinion and what might work for me might not work for you. I really try to pick out brands that are eco-friendly, eco-sustainable, that do care about animals. I'm trying to keep this a very, very vegan-friendly place. All of the products and all of the brands I'm going to be featuring on here are cruelty-free. If a product is not vegan on this channel, it's probably because it has beeswax. And if it has beeswax, I'm trying to use products where the beeswax comes from an organic source. Otherwise, everything is completely cruelty-free on this channel and I will keep it that way. Also, you guys, since this is a new channel, I would be so thrilled if you could support me by just giving this video a thumbs up at the end and subscribe and ring the notification bell because then you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. So the first brand I chose is Vapour Beauty because also they just relaunched their products in September, a couple of months ago, and I was so curious to try them out. I was familiar with their old line, their old collection of products. If you're ready, let's go barefaced, let's turn back time, and let's go back to a time where I didn't have all this makeup on just yet, and I'll show you how to do it. So I am barefaced now and ready to apply some makeup. Let's start with some primer. I basically don't have their new primer. I think they have two primers that are new in their line. I think it's an Essential Daily Primer. And then there is a Gentle Illuminating Primer. I don't have any of them because I still have primers from their previous line. So I do have the Stratus Soft Focus Perfecting Primer and I also have their Stratus Luminous Skin Perfecting Primer in a stick format like that. I think we're gonna go with this one. Just gonna be putting this on here. And then I take a Real Techniques brush. This is the 101. And I just use this for moisturizers, for primers. This primer actually does have such a beautiful silky texture. What I really like about this primer is it really sinks into your skin very, very quickly and it doesn't sit on top or anything like that. And it really does make the skin feel very velvety. Right now, usually I would move on to foundation. But I read on their website that they're actually advising you to put concealer on first. Usually I do the foundation and then put the concealer on top. But because they are advising it on their website, I kind of want to try that out. And this is actually now a product from the new line, from the Vapour 2.0 line. The Illusionist Concealer does come in 9 shades. I definitely picked one that is way too dark. I didn't pay attention, but on their website it actually does say what concealer shade goes with what foundation shade. And I am going to be putting like the full ingredients list just here, around here. You can read it, so you don't have to look this up. We're gonna just put this probably all over my eyes and then just a little bit on spots that I want to conceal where I've got some redness going on or some hyperpigmentation, and then we're just gonna blend it out with a brush. got all these veins here that I want to cover. I'll just put some here on my chin. I'm kind of struggling to get some coverage on here. And let's just conceal also a little bit on this side. Just because I have some healing acne scars that are always poking through. I think we're just gonna try and move on to foundation. This is the Soft Focus Foundation. It retails for $54 US. This is their new packaging. So I have this in shade 115S. They do have quite a lot of shades with this. I think they have 19 shades and they're ranging from very, very light to a very deep tan. So check that out. Their old foundation, I have this in shade S125. This was a little bit too dark for me. However, I have to say, in summer, this was actually a perfect match. But I do think in the winter time, this is more appropriate of a shade. One thing that I don't like that they changed is the packaging. I mean, I like the design of the new stuff. It's just, this was such a nice glass bottle. This, to me, is plastic, some sort of maybe recycled plastic, I don't know, but I just feel like this does feel a little bit cheaper. I just kind of like my product to be kept fresh, and I feel like in a glass bottle it always kind of works, whereas in this, when I got this too, it's kind of separating in the bottle, like, not sure if you guys can see this, but there are some fine lines here, some cracks, and I feel like maybe that's just because it is a natural product. This formula is also only good for 6 months once you open it up, so just be aware of that. All these things are made in the US, in New Mexico, in Taos. It does say shake before use though on here, but if I shake this, like, I mean, nothing is moving if I shake it, okay? So you gotta take a pump out and then I suppose mix it up a little bit before you're applying it to your face. I do also have their brush for the foundation. This is their foundation brush. It's an angled shaped brush. And I'm gonna take a pump of this, put it on here. So we are gonna blend this a little bit. I just put it all in my brush. Wow, there's nothing left now. This literally went into the brush. Okay, so let's try and do this from the center of the face and then building it up. This smells so good though. Oh, I do definitely need a second pump of this if I want to do my entire face. They actually do have 2 more foundations. They have a Luminous foundation stick and they have a Velvet Glow foundation. Both of them are new. I haven't used any of them just yet, but I also do think this is the one that gives you the most coverage. So I'm always interested in that sort of foundation more than I am in a sheer sort of foundation. So they were saying it's subtle luminosity finish with a satin finish? Really? You guys, I disagree. I feel like this foundation is very hydrating and very dewy. I don't want to know how glowy their Velvet Glow foundation is or their Luminous foundation if this foundation is already so dewy. I mean, it looks beautiful. It's just very, very glowy and shiny. It's an oil-based foundation, just be aware. I can see this working very well on like mature skin, on very dry skin. I don't know about oily skin though. I sort of feel like people with oily skin may struggle. I have to say the shade of the foundation is perfect. This 115S is really matching my skin tone like perfectly. I mean, no debate. This to me definitely is more of a medium coverage than a full coverage. I do feel like it is buildable. I would just be very careful not to use too much product, because I feel like if you are using too much product, your skin won't absorb it that well. I just don't know how I feel about my chin area. It does take a little bit of time to blend this all out, but I feel like with their foundation brush, it is working very smoothly. This blends out beautiful. I can't really see where I applied my concealer before, so I suppose that all melted in together. Let's maybe set this face before I'm doing any kind of thing like contouring or bronzing or highlighting. I do feel like it's a little bit too dewy to go in straight with anything else. Like I feel like we need to set this first, which makes me move on to their powder. Okay, so they do have their loose powder formulation, and they do have a powder that is pressed, which is in a pen. So this is their perfecting powder in loose. This retails for $38. Perfecting powder is formulated without talc, silicone, or dimethicone. We're just gonna open it up and apply it, and I definitely would like to eliminate some of this excessive shine on here. There was a little bit of a transportation issue with this perfecting loose powder. Basically, when I opened this up, half of my product was sitting on top of the sticker. So I had to rip the sticker off, and I probably lost out on so much powder because it was flying around everywhere. Oh, and you can see still that my powder, I don't want to tip it over too much because otherwise I'll be losing all the powder. But you can see how this was sitting on top of everything instead of being inside the bottle. And it's such a shame because it actually has a beautiful net where you can actually tap it in. So I can't really do that because it's just transportation. I don't know what happened. Let's use a powder brush and let's just dip it a little bit in here. And it's kind of very difficult to do this now, and you can probably see the product flying all around. Don't want to use too much either, like just a tiny bit. Definitely removed some of the crazy shine. Powder is applied. Now I would like to move on to maybe contouring it, giving it some depth. They do have a new bronzing stick and a new bronzing powder. And I have the bronzing stick in the shade Simmer. It's a stick. I am not the biggest fan of bronzing sticks, to be honest, or any kind of stick makeup, but so be it. And then they do have this in the powder form. So this is the bronzing powder in Eclipse. This retails for $40, and I think the stick is $36. You might get a little bit more use out of the powder than the stick. I kind of want to try both. And we are just gonna apply it probably around here. I do kind of want to contour my nose. I don't know if I want to go in with a stick though or more of the powder. We're gonna see. But yeah, let's just try this out. Ooh, oh wow. Is it going to take my foundation off and everything else? This is very dark. Yeah, it did. It did remove some of my product, but that's okay. I mean, I'm just going to be using this contour brush to blend it out. Okay, I definitely used a little bit too much product. Wow, this blended out really nicely. So let's do this side of my face with the powder. Just a tiny fan brush, because usually bronzing powder, you don't need that much. Oh, okay, that is pigmented. I feel like both of them are great. I mean, I do feel like this bronzing powder is very beautiful. I mean, both products, I really like them. Let's move on to the highlighter. The highlight stick retails for $36 like the bronzing stick. It's I have it in the shade Moonlight, and that's actually the only shade you can get. Oh, shoot, we completely forgot to contour my nose. I can't believe I just forgot that. Let's just do that real quick. And I feel like we want to do that with the powder real quick, just with my fan. Really like to give it just a little, whoa, a little stroke of this, and that's already enough. Yeah, I really never contour my forehead because my forehead is really short, so I don't need to make it even shorter. I am nervous to apply this because I feel like I'm gonna ruin this stick. It's so light and I have now this tan on. But let's see if I apply it just right here. Oh. Wow, okay. A little bit more in here. And let's just brush this out. I kind of feel like I removed all of my product now from my nose. What is happening, you guys? Oh no. Didn't say anything. It's okay. We're just gonna put it back together. Actually, I just read that you should warm this product up on the back of your hand, you know, before you're applying it. So let me just do that and then actually pack it onto a brush instead of me just straight going in with this highlight on my face. Ooh, okay, here we go. Okay, so I should really just be taking this onto my hands or somewhere where I can warm it up and then apply it. It's not like crazy highlighter like some highlighters are, but this really does just give you a subtle shine. I do feel a little bit shiny with everything going on. Usually I would move on to my eyes now, but the eyeshadow I got from Vapour 2.0 in the shade Labyrinth, I just don't want to use it today. I'm sorry, Vapour. This is the eyeshadow. Honestly, I tried these before and yeah, this was the biggest disappointment ever. First off, there's so much fallout in the pan. You know, they are very grainy. Unfortunately, the colors, I might have just chosen the wrong colors, you guys. I think they had like a different palette with some more brown, warm, neutral tones, and I literally went for the crazy palette. I mean, like, you can't blend them, and they're all gonna melt into one weird color at some point. And unfortunately, I really don't even want to put them on for today for the look, but I'm gonna do some swatches of this on my arm so you guys can see what I mean. I don't know why, but none of these shine on your eyes. They're gonna make your eyes look so powdery and just very matte. And although I really blurred this out, it just didn't work. I still have from their older collection an eyeshadow stick that I want to use on this look, and I think they must discontinue the eyeshadow stick. I can't find any eyeshadow sticks on their websites anymore, which is a bit of a shame because I really like this. It's in the shade Firefly. Maybe Vapour bring back a stick for once that I'm saying that, because they're actually really good. And the fun thing about this is I can just apply it on my lid. I don't, like, literally this is such a quick application. Obviously I'm gonna blend it out a little bit more, but It's beautiful. I like it. I only have this shade, so I can't be doing like a crazy look today. I do have their new eyeliner. Usually I don't apply my eyeliner on my upper lash line. I always put it in my waterline. So we're just gonna see how this one is working. As you can see, this has a tip where you can smudge out the eyeliner. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know about that. It doesn't really hold in my waterline at all. I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest. I mean, it's okay. And if anything, I kind of fear for my waterline because I feel like it's gonna collect. But yeah, let's move on to their mascara. I'm so excited to try mascaras because it's very hard to find a good natural mascara. This is the Mesmerize Mascara, and this retails for $28. It's a little bit of a dry formula, to be honest. It's not like super wet where I can just go on and build and build and build. This will dry down, and the more you do this, the clumpier the mascara is gonna be, but it's still okay, you know. It's not like the driest formula or anything, and it actually does lift my eyelashes so much. Actually is pretty lengthening though. Unfortunately, I don't have any of their new lip products, but honestly they look amazing. Go and check them out on their website. I do have a lipstick from their Eau de collection, and this is Siren Sheer. It is kind of like a very nude brown. It is very, very creamy, beautiful color though. I feel it's not matching 100% with my eyeshadow, but that's okay. That's all I have from Vapour. So yeah, this is literally, I'm gonna take this off now. I have to say the finish is definitely very dewy, glowy. My skin looks healthy. This foundation does sit on the skin a little bit more. I mean, it is still okay, you know, it's not moving around too much. The only place where I thought it was moving around a little bit too much and getting a bit patchy is on my chin. The powder does sit a little bit here on my nose. If you have tried any of the new Vapour products, please leave me a comment below and let me know if you like them, what you like about them, and if you have tried anything I haven't, please comment below too and let me know how they were wearing for you, because I would be very interested in that. Vapour has a reward program. It's free to sign up. You get a lot of benefits from that, and plus you can send back packaging that's empty and they will recycle it. A very, very great approach from a beauty company to offer that. Anyway guys, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, give this video a big thumbs up if you like this content, and hit the notification bell, because then you'll be notified every time I upload a video of this kind. And yeah, I hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.